Happy Friday again. You get a three-peat from Uncle Brian. There's a reason for it. There will be no Happy Saturday video tomorrow. I'm gonna be up very early. I gotta go give Kenny a hand with something. So I won't have time tomorrow morning, and I won't want to be bothered, even if I had the time. Oh, and by the way, earlier today at Family Dollar, I tell you, I was real tempted to spend all the money instead of getting the things we needed. I was real tempted to buy all those Hot Wheels cars. So I could brag about having the most Hot Wheels cars here in the Fort Taber Peninsula and make everyone jealous, you know what I mean? But I came to my senses. I got, we need a pancake and waffle syrup. $1.59. It's a butter flavor too. It's extra buttery. Good deal. Hershey's chocolate syrup before we make chocolate milkshakes. $2.49. It's like $3.19 at the big supermarket. It should be cheaper, but it's not. And toilet paper. 4 rolls for 99 cents. Hey, so what if it's not the kind you can put on your fingertips and play a piano? Does my asshole look like a piano to you? It's fucking toilet paper. It's good enough. Gets the job done. Anyway, it's a good opportunity. I was just updated on something. So Brian was fucking hysterical. And I got a lot to do today. I got a couple of phone calls to make. I got to head out in a little bit. I got to go somewhere. I took a shower and changed. And while I was in the shower, I got a couple of calls. Yes, Dave, I got your voicemail. I'll get back to you sometime soon. I got a lot going on today and tomorrow. Hey, Brian, guess what? Jabba's back. I said, oh, yeah. What new disease does he have now? Or what reasoning for his absence is? He didn't mention any of it. It's like it never happened. That's what Sanford does. He puts out claims of projects and abandons them, walks away, makes believe he never said it. All his pickle sniffers, he depends on them having Alzheimer's or, short-term memory, attention span, of a crackhead with ADD. And it works for him. I guess Jabba's followers, the same way. Oh, forget about it. Or the guy, the guy was given his last rites on life support. He's okay now. He cut it out. He's fine. Okay, let's forget about that whole episode as if it never happened. Well, apparently he's acting as though it never happened. He says, the funniest part, Brian, he says, he's sitting in some car and he's looking at his driveway in the Chevy. He says, oh, you got to be showing that Chevy. I know, everybody wants that car. They're so fucking jealous of it, But anyway, I was responsible. I didn't try to be a big show off here and, want to have bragging rights to having the most Hot Wheels cars here in the Fort Taber Peninsula and boom boxes. I didn't ask if they had any boom boxes. Probably a good thing. Because if I found out they had a whole warehouse full of boom boxes in the back, I would have bought all of them too. And then I wouldn't have had the money to pay the car insurance bill that's due. And the homeowner's insurance bill that's due. And my cell phone bill. And the gas and electric bill. The internet bill. Auntie Billy would be really pissed if that happened. Well, fortunately, my house here is paid for. I don't have to worry about missing mortgage payments, you know what I mean? Have it foreclosed on, I become fucking homeless. And if I'm homeless, where am I going to put all my Hot Wheels cars and boom boxes? I'm fucked. Anyway, so yeah, Brian, it was funny. He says, within the first 5-6 seconds of it, he's talking, well, time to get back to work on the Chevy. And he fucking burps in his mouth. You could hear it, a fucking burp. Burp. Says then he has to announce, out of the clear blue. Well, I made my first mortgage payment today. Yeah, once again, that's anything of anybody's business. What, you fucking proud of yourself? People supposed to be jealous of you? Because you made a mortgage payment? Maybe you should have been doing that all along instead of spending your money on fucking junk, on Hot Wheels cars, boom boxes, busted out girls' bicycles in your yard, and that fucking junk car you got in your fucking yard. Maybe none of that would have happened. You blame the bank. You blame everybody for everything except yourself, you stupid motherfucker. Then, he says he ordered a bunch of parts. You spent a few $100s. You got to tell everybody every little thing that's none of anybody's business, and quite frankly, nobody gives a fuck. But to you, what, you're making yourself look important? Well, I made my first mortgage payment. Yeah, you're the only person on this face of this fucking earth that's ever made a mortgage payment. Hey, wow. People supposed to be jealous of you too now? Huh? Anything for, you're like a little kid that needs attention. Just like a little fucking kid. Some people grow up. Some just grow tall. And some just grow tall and get fat. And have shit for brains. His brain was fucking funny. He's talking about what he's going to do. He's going to do this, that. And after he gets... How's that vacuum leak doing? Is that thing able to, run and start and stay running? Can you drive it around the block? Can you drive it to the end of your driveway? What do you need brakes for? You don't have to stop because it don't go. You fucking stupid motherfucker. But once again, you're talking about all these things like as if it's a major... Every little thing you do, you act like it's a major accomplishment. That other people can't do, only you. But like I said, and it's worth repeating, you openly said, people are jealous of you and all your ability. You can do things with cars they can't. They're jealous of your 57 Chevy. Everybody's jealous of you. Yeah, I tell you what, people that paid their mortgage payments faithfully, that didn't have their house come within a cut hair of going into foreclosure, and had to jump through hoops and barrels and do everything you could so you wouldn't be fucking homeless and have to figure out where you're going to put all your junk. They're not going to be jealous of you because they've never been in a stupid-ass situation you were in because you're an irresponsible, stupid motherfucker. You act like every little thing you do is a major accomplishment. Like a little kid that needs to fucking brag and show off. All you do is make people laugh at you with this shit. But I'm really confused about something. From my understanding, you said the Chevy was done. Oh. Say, Brian, you know the deal with the paint? Paint was flaking and cracking. I think I mentioned it. I said, yeah. I thought you just painted that. Recently, right? The paint's already cracking and peeling off it. He says, hey, Brian, check this out. He's blaming Chevy. He's blaming General Motors. He's blaming Chevy. Oh, I found out why the paint cracked. It's got nothing to do with the paint job I did. I did a good job on it. There's a defect in the metal. The metal is splitting. Yeah. I'm letting this soak in for a minute. Yeah. Okay. If he says so. But from my understanding, the car was all done. Now he's moving on to the olds. When he gets through counting I was worried. I actually thought we was gone for a while. He decided finally to get on there and count those bolts on the rear end cover, see if it was, a posi or a limited slip. He knows these things. He can count the bolts and tell. And he got his fat ass wedging stuck under that fucking car, and he's been there ever since. But he said at that time the Chevy was all done, but now it needs brakes, it needs this, it needs that. He spent a few $100s. Yeah, you went out and spent all that money on parts. You're going to be able to make your next mortgage payment, you stupid motherfucker? Yeah, I can see it coming now. Oh, I spent a few $100s, for parts for the Chevy, and, well, you're going to buy a few more Hot Wheels cars, see if you can scrounge up another fucking boombox at a flea market somewhere so you can brag about that, add it to a massive collection that everyone is jealous of. And then come next month, you're back, oh, man, the bank fucked me up again, the bank won't give me more time to make my second mortgage payment. Maybe you'd have the fucking money if you didn't spend it stupid, you stupid motherfucker. I'll tell you, man. I was telling some people today, I said, you know what? I'm surprised that I'm not getting thank you cards from Sanford, Sandy, the Crypt Keeper, Inspector Gadget, Arnold Horseshack, Captain Kangaroo, and Dr. Doolittle. So I'm having a hell of a fucking blast with Jabba. Don't worry, it's all going to come to an end. I don't forget my buddies. I'll get back to you eventually. I'm quite sure in the meantime you guys have done some batshit crazy things too, to get attention, to get subs, to get views, to make money on here. Don't worry, I'll get to you. Uncle Brian doesn't forget his buddies. But yeah, this is fucking hysterical, man. This guy goes from bad to worse. He does not know when to... You, Jabba, you don't know when to keep your fucking mouth shut. Like I said, there are some things that's none of anybody's business, but you put it out there. And it's only going to come back to bite you in the ass. Mark my words. You know, some people have told me, they said, gee, Brian, sometimes I think you have ESP, like when it comes to Sanford and all of them, you talk about things that's going to happen that it ends up happening. How do you know? I said, because they're predictable. They have a proven track record of their behavior. Things with them is never a matter of if it's going to happen. It's only a matter of when. You're the same way, Jabba. It's going to come back to bite you in the ass. You're a big mouth again, talking about things you really have no business talking about. No, it's none of anybody's business. But somehow you might want to make it look like it's a major accomplishment. Yeah, I made a mortgage payment today, huh? Don't you wish it was me? Huh? I'm the man. What's what happens 3-4 months from now when you're neck deep in shit again? Because now you're not making your fucking mortgage payments again. And you'll be crying the fucking blues on here, blaming the bank once again. And people are going to say, hey, you stupid motherfucker. Would you go spend hundreds of dollars on that piece of junk Chevy for? For what? Save that for your next mortgage payment, you stupid motherfucker. You are so irresponsible. That's why you're in the shit you're in. You know what I mean? Anyway, listen, I'm running longer than I had planned on. I got to head out. I got to go do a few things. I got to stop by the hospital. Drop off something with Auntie Billy. She's getting out at 9 o'clock tonight. She's staying a little bit late. A couple of nurses called in. And she had a few deliveries today in maternity. So, anyway, that's her field. Maternity pediatrics, and she helps out in the ER when they're busy. She does surgical assist, every certification you can have. She does stitches in people, sets bones, casting, everything. Anyway, she's staying a little bit later, so I'm going to go pick up something, drop it off for supper. I'm going to get her some Chinese from Mi Hong, some fried rice, chicken fingers, butterfly shrimp, and some boneless ribs. I'll get her a whole bunch. It'll be too much, but she shares it with the other nurses there at her station. So I got to go do that. And then I'm going to drop by my daughters. Just say hi. You know, see my grandson Artemis for a little bit. Till some time until she's on her way home, and then we hook up together. And then we'll fight and argue all night, and then I'll make a video tomorrow, and I'll talk about, goddamn Billy, man, she's getting on my nerves, she's a bitch. And I'll tell everybody all my personal relationship business with Billy that I should keep my fucking mouth shut about. But if I was like you, Jabba, man, I'd spill it all out here. No, we won't be fighting and whatnot. We'll be doing some shit tonight, and I'll tell you, I don't want to get too personal with our intimate relationship, but I'll just say that, you know, I give her more than 10 seconds of Uncle Brian's sex, okay? And I'll leave it at that. I won't go any further. Don't ask me. I won't tell you. That's as far as I go with my personal life here that I'll put out on YouTube, okay? So anyway, yeah, this is fucking hysterical, man. You know, I was just saying about some people are too stupid to know when to quit when they're ahead. You, Jabba, even more stupid, because you don't know when to quit when you're behind. Have a great night, everyone. Have a great Saturday, tomorrow, maybe Sunday. If I got a little time here and there, I'll do something. If not, then I'll see you for a Happy Monday video.